Hello, everyone, and welcome to our 27th day of learning how to live a life of gratitude, principles, and teachings challenge. My name is Deborah Barton-Birden, and I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm your facilitator of the reading The Magic, a book by Rhonda Byrne. It is a book that was published in 2012, a self-help and spirituality book written for the Secret series. The Secret series is a message to the world about what we don't know, things that have been hidden from us for generations, going way, way back. They hid the secrets and only allowed a 1% of the population to know what those secrets were, how to live a life in abundance. As I said, my name is Deborah Barton-Birden, and I am a avid, passionate student of the law of attraction. The law of attraction derived out of this, the secret derived out of the principles and teachings of the law of attraction. I love inspiring and empowering other people to live their greatest life now. And as I study, embody, I will share universal truths of optimum living. We have with us today Sam Bradley. Sam, you want to shout out and say hello and tell them where you're coming in from?
Hello, everyone. This is Sam Bradley. My wife's sitting beside me here, Deborah Bradley, and we're in Marion, North Carolina, foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. We have an awesome day today. It's going to get up in the 70s today, and first day of October, and we're looking forward to having a lot of more sessions in the future here. So please stay tuned when we have one, and we hope to do some interviews.
Well, thank you, Brad. Sam. I'm about to call you by your last name. Sam, for that information. I appreciate it. And I'm grateful to have you here with me today on the panel. She's on a journey right now, traveling to Cincinnati. She's going to be spending some time with me one-on-one in my home. And I'm going to be showing her how to get started in her building her lifestyle business. The last couple of days, as Sam said before we went live, I love the way he said it. I was telling him I caught a virus on my computer, and I had to clean my computer with my software, and it kind of made me late to get started today because it was cleaning my computer. You can't have your browser open while the program that I use is Search and Destroy. Is the name of the program. It searches my whole hard drive because I caught a virus. Well, Sam came back with some very comical statement of saying, well, I caught a virus of the body. And I said, oh my God, Sam, and then I said, well, let's go live and talk about it on the Hangout. So Sam, you say you caught a virus of the body. Now, what is a virus of the body? I have an idea what you're talking about.
Upper respiratory. Upper respiratory.
Respiratory. Okay. Well, this is the time of the year with the change and everything that we're already breathing in contaminants in the airways, and sometimes it can overload the body and create that virus effect. Are you feeling better now?
Feeling a little bit better, but I coughed again all night last night, tossed and turned, and didn't get a lot of sleep. I was kind of tired, and kept Debbie up too. You want to say hello, Debbie?
Hello.
Hello, Debbie. I'm glad to see that you're here with Sam on the Hangout to help others know what we've been doing and how we're doing it. Have you been feeling good these days?
Yeah, I've been feeling pretty good.
That's good. That's good. Well, I do understand, Sam. It's You literally caught a virus of the body, and I understand how that is. You know, we're dealing with so much in the food, the water, the air, that it is just divine that we can overcome the things that we go through. If it wasn't for the Creator putting a shield of protection over us and making us stronger, we'd all be dead now, you know, because there's so many contaminants to the world. People,
But I believe he also created our bodies that we have to go through things like that in order to conform us to his son's image.
exactly. I agree with you 100% on that. I really do. Uh, we never know why we go through what we go through when we're going through it, unless we have a relationship with God and know that He's just getting us back on path. You're absolutely right. And it is our attitude and our beliefs of how what we deal with that will be how hard it is to get through it. Um, with that said, I'm going to start the reading today. Today is, and I want to apologize to those of you that were looking for the hangout the last couple of days. Sam was dealing with his respiratory virus, and I was dealing with, I don't know what was going on with me. I was just very weak. I couldn't focus. It was just maybe a slight depression. I don't know, but I feel better today, and I knew that it would pass, as all other things do. And I'm very grateful to be here today to finish our 28-day challenge. It's taken us a little more than 28 days, but we are almost at the end of the reading. And if everyone has been applying the principles that we've been teaching, you should basically have about 260 things that you are grateful for in your life and why you're grateful for them. So today, start with day 27. We're going to be reading about the magic mirror. A quote by Khalil Gibran from 1883 to 1931. He was a poet and artist, says, "The appearance of things changes according to the emotions, and thus we see magic and beauty in them, while the magic and beauty are really in ourselves." Oh, I like that. You can spend the rest of your life running around trying to beat the outside world into the shape you want, chasing one problem after another, trying to fix them, complaining about situations or other people, and never succeed in living your life to the fullest and realizing all of your dreams. But when you make the magic of gratitude your way of life, everything in the world around you magically changes, just like that. Your world magically changes because you changed. So what you are, changing, change too. In the inspirational words of Gandhi and in the lyrics of Michael Jackson's song, "Man in the Mirror," which impacted hundreds of millions, one of the most powerful messages of all time was delivered. Change the person in the mirror, and your world will change. If you have followed the 26 magical practices to this point, you have changed. And even though it is sometimes hard to see the change in yourself, you will have felt the change in your happiness. And you will have seen the change of improved circumstances in your life and the magical changes in the world around you. You have practiced the magical power of gratitude for your family and friends, for your work, money, and health, for your dreams, and even for the people you come across each day. But the person who deserves your gratitude more than anyone else is you. When you are grateful to be the person in the mirror, feelings of dissatisfaction, discontent, disappointment Excuse me. Or I'm not good enough completely disappear. And with them, every dissatisfying, discontenting, and disappointing circumstance in your life magically disappears too. Negative feelings about yourself cause the greatest damage to your life because they are more powerful than any feelings you have about anything or anyone else. Wherever you go, and whatever you do, you take those negative feelings with you in every moment. And those feelings taint everything you touch. And they act as a magnet, attracting more dissatisfaction, discontentment, and disappointment with everything you do. When you are grateful to be you, you will only attract circumstances that make you feel even better about yourself. You have to be rich with good feelings about yourself to bring the riches of of life to you. Gratitude for yourself enriches you. Whoever has gratitude for themselves will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for themselves, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. Now, to do the magic mirror practice, go to a mirror right now. Look directly at the person in the mirror and say out loud and out loud, say the magic words, thank you, with all your heart. Mean it more than you ever had before. Say thank you for being you. Say thank you for everything that you are. Say thank you with at least the same amount of feeling you've used for everything else and everyone else. Be grateful for you, just as you are. Continue with the Continue with the magic mirror practice by being grateful to that beautiful person in the mirror for the rest of the day today. And say the magic words, thank you. Every time you look at yourself in a mirror, if you're not in a position to say the magic words out loud at any particular time, then you can say them in your mind. And if you're really brave, you can look in the magic mirror and say 3 things about yourself that you're grateful for. If for any reason in the future you are not being kind to yourself, you will know to give to the one person who deserves your gratitude more than anyone else, the person in the mirror. When you're grateful, you don't blame yourself when you make a mistake. When you're grateful, you don't criticize yourself when you're not perfect. When you're grateful for being you, you are happy, and you will become a magnet to happy people, happy situations, and magical circumstances which will surround you wherever you go and in whatever you do. When you can see the magic in that person in the mirror, your whole world will change. That's the reading for today, day 27. You know, as I was reading this, the first time I read this, I did the mirror practice. And I just, in the beginning, I just stood there and looked at myself. I looked at myself as far as the mirror allowed me to see from head to toe. And then I went in my bedroom and I realized I couldn't look at my whole self. So I got in front of my mirror that is in my daughter's room, her bedroom. She has a mirror from the floor to the ceiling. Her stepfather gave it to her, something special. And it's like 8 feet tall, 7 or 8 feet tall. But this thing is huge. But it allows her to see a full view of herself whenever she dresses. I stood in front of that mirror and I looked at me for a very long time. I looked at my body, the shape of my body. I looked at my head, my hair. I looked at all the vanity things. And when I was able to focus on each vanity and actually question what it is that I like about it. And then first I asked myself, what is it I don't like about me? Because I have a tendency to not take pictures. I have a tendency not to use my cam when I want to, as right now. What is it about me that makes me feel insecure to myself? And I began to ask myself why. Because when in the truth, I know God made each and every one of us uniquely. And each and every one of us is a piece of the puzzle of the bigger picture. So who am I to judge God's works? And in that moment, I realized, oh my God, I am my own worst enemy. And I said, I have to work on this. The other thought that came to mind was, if you don't love you, how can you possibly tell someone else you love them? Because like attracts like. Maybe that's why we have so many divorces in the world today. Because people are loving things outside of themselves before they even learn how to love themselves. I believe we all come here with the ability of loving ourselves. The world beats it out of us. The world, the preaching, the teachings, the programming knocks us down, kicks us around, eats us, chews us up, and spits us out. And we walk around with residue of pain. The magic practices actually help us remove those pains and find a life of joy and happiness. So I agreed to tell myself, I'm not a perfect person, but I am perfectly designed. And I love the person God created, and that's me. And as I say this to myself each day, every day, I find myself being happier. As she said in the teaching, I do find myself realizing I'm no longer sweating the small stuff because I'm focused on being happy with the person I am, because I realize that he's not through with me yet. Sam, did today's reading have any bearing to you and what you do or how you feel about things?
Oh, yes, yes. This past week, I've been having a lot of negative feelings about myself and about the future and all. And so uh, we have a mirror when we go in the front door. People are scared, get scared because when they go in the front door, they immediately see themselves in a mirror here.
Oh, wow, that's unique.
It goes up all the way to the ceiling to the floor. And
Oh, wow.
they say, I didn't know what that was. It scared me, you know. I see it's a mirror, but I use that mirror, you know, myself sometimes, and I stop. If I'm standing there and I look in the mirror and I think, uh, uh, I take a good mental picture of myself, and uh, I think, well, oh buddy, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. You know, I just tell myself and that I'm going to make it, and everything's going to be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of ironic that this mirror is here like that, and we're talking about it. And came around to getting this house too is another thing that seemed to work out for me and my dad and my wife, and to have privacy. Like he's downstairs and we're upstairs, and it seems like if you stop and think, uh, God is working when we don't think He is. He's working
That's
all
so
the time.
true.
He's working all the time. And we may get to thinking, well, he's not helping me, I'm not getting what I want, and I'm not getting my needs met. But he's in the background. He's all the time doing something to reach that goal that we have set in our mind.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to have faith that without faith, it's impossible to please him.
That's true. That's true. Wow, we both have full-length mirrors that we can see our whole bodies. That's unique. Um, um, in doing so, I hope that we both evolve to the level of seeing ourselves as uniquely designed. We're not perfect. You know, and nothing comes into this world perfect. It's only been one human being that came into the world perfect. And even he did not satisfy the masses, but he knew divinely within himself he was. We got to stop living outside of ourselves and start living with who we are, whose we are, and what we are. It's so much, we get bombarded so much with external, thoughts and programming that we've just become unconnected to who we really are. And we can't help it. Those that want to control the masses is what's doing it to us. But we have so much more power and freedom in knowing who we are, whose we are, and loving what he divinely put together. Each and every one of us are a piece of the puzzle of the bigger picture, the end result. We're all part of that end result. You know, when you think about that, and it has to come divinely to the table, we've got to be more avid spirits having a human experience. I think we've lost that attachment, that connection to self and to the universe, to the planet within its whole. And my prayer every day is that we all wake up and reunite with ourselves and love ourselves. Because if everyone's walking around with love in their heart, love for themselves, we will love each other and have less division and more unity. There's no I in team. You know, the little sayings that they say make so much sense. There's no I in team. So there's if you can turn me upside down to we, working together to make a better place for everyone. And it starts with us. If you want to change the world, you got to start with you. Change you, and you will change the world around you. And as that works, others will change too. I think that, as I said that, I got a light bulb moment, and I was thinking, wow, so many people have chose to follow the masses of destruction in our own world. It's not even about your everlasting life. In the world we're in right now is our testing ground for the everlasting life. So we got to get it right now, so we can have everlasting life. And it starts with you. If you want love, you got to love you first. And not in a vanity kind of way, not in an ego type of way, but just truly be grateful for you. And when you're grateful for you, you'll love you more. I love today's teaching because so many, are not in love with themselves. They're not seeing how blessed they are to be them. Now, once you begin to understand that you have to have self-love too, you begin to find your purpose. You begin to see your gifts to the whole picture. I don't know what it's going to take other than Jesus coming back to fix this problem. But I sure don't want to be hating other people, and I don't want to be hating myself when it gets here, because I might be blocking my blessings for everlasting life by not by doing that. I've been programmed, and I've been in that negative mindset. And you know, when you compare the happy to the unhappy, joy to the negative, I like how it feels on the good side more so than I like on the bad. But I've been on both sides. You know, you have to ask yourself, why is it really working for you, and why you're doing it? You got to really get to the bottom of the core of why, the big why. Well, with that said, I want to share with you that because we're coming up on our last day is tomorrow of our 28-day challenge. What we're going to do is figure out what we're going to pick up from that point. This has been a situation where me and Sam have been discussing, really putting forth an effort of getting people on board for our interviews. And we are going to be moving the personal growth hour to 1 day a week. It's going to be on Fridays, and it's going to allow other individuals that want to participate with us to participate with us on Fridays. So we will, after tomorrow, we'll be starting once a week to doing the personal growth. I'm asking that you please connect with Sam or I. The information to connect with us is in the description. It leads you to our Facebook, which in turn will lead you to our page, our Facebook page, Life of Gratitude. What I'd like to start doing is each person that's a member of the page, that has liked the page, start putting into the status of the page one thing you're grateful for that day. We'll get some activity going on the page, and that will draw more people into the community of living a life of gratitude. It would be nice if you would tag one other person that you want to share that with and ask them to do the same thing. We also want to let you know that you can go to, excuse me, if you're interested in being edified by us in an interview, I'm asking that you please go to, excuse me, letschathere.com or the onlinebiz1.com. And you can click the interview page, or you can choose to advertise on the show, on our Hangout, or our many different pages that we have the Hangout live streaming from. This is to help you help yourself in what you're doing. We also have Stan Jokoski Ministries. Stan is a minister of sharing the word, and he's on Sunday morning from 7:30 Central to 8:30 Eastern, and he's at mandateproject.tv. He's a supporter of what we're doing here. He will be starting to join us on Friday, on our weekly Fridays. So, and you know, our goal here was to be a facilitator of like mind, be an inspiration to others, and bring together like minds for a community, a tribe of supporters. It's not easy on the internet to get people to participate. I love having, when I have a participator of what I'm doing. But people are so busy these days. I'm asking for your best interest to connect with something that will allow you to slow down. Because life is short, and you don't really want to be moving so fast with the agenda of other things outside of yourself that you lose the ability and the gift of really connecting with self. Uh, and I just had a conversation with my daughter. Um, she's only 18 years old, and she was very about a negative. And because I've lived longer than her and I've experienced more, she didn't see that I'm not perfect. None of us are. And that there are opportunities that people have stepped into and have been taken advantage of. Please don't be a stubborn mindset. Be coachable and trainable, because everything is not a scam. There are many, many people making money on the internet, and there are ways of making money on the internet. What you have to do is follow someone that is getting results. A lot of times we jump out there and we really don't know what we're doing, and the person is wanting to sign you up, and whatever opportunity it may be, hasn't thoroughly thought it out themselves. So it's almost like the blind leading the blind. I want to give a suggestion to each and every one of the people that listen to this video or is participating with us today. Easy wealth comes from activity. Following a proven method that works, and you cannot do it alone. Be coachable and trainable, but make sure that the person is teaching you for the right reasons, have the right attitude, and really am concerned with your success. Because it's just a fact. Without making sure that you're successful, they're not going to be successful. Because it takes all of us, for one to be successful. Those that get that are doing very well in business, in their life. Everything is really moving in the manner in which they want it to go. And that's understanding that you have to be here to help others. It's never about you, but it will be for you when you're helping other people do what they need to do. And they have to duplicate that method too. I showed her one opportunity and she got results. And she agreed, yeah, I got results. But it's still a scam. And I said, how can you come to that conclusion? How can you come to that conclusion? And in my conversation with her, I began to realize that she didn't have an answer for me. It was just the way she felt. And I told her, you need to ask yourself, why do I feel this way when I saw results? It's the fear. I believe it's the fear of stepping out there to build a relationship and not know how to do it. So one of the things I want to bring on board, and I do understand being in that position because I myself have been in that position. If you don't have the right tools, which means the right information of building a relationship with other people, the right way to do it, it will make you fearful of the rejection and that understanding of why people reject. They're not ready, and you have to accept that. So Friday at 7 o'clock, I will be doing a hangout about how to build relationships and grow your business. And I'm asking that each and every one of you come on board to the hangout if you're available Friday evening at 7 o'clock, and let's round table this situation, because it seems to be an extremely large problem for many, many people. And there are other programs out there, other methods that you can tap into this information. But I'm just looking for those that are available, and we can round table, share what's working for you as we go down this road of what it takes to build a relationship. Because as you build relationships, you will build your business. And that's the other thing I want to get around. I'm no longer saying build your business, because what we're supposed to be doing is building a lifestyle that you love, are wanting for you and your family. I've been building a business for years. Building a business takes work. I now want to build a lifestyle. And I'm going to share with you Friday what I mean by that. Sam, did you have anything you want to share before we wrap up today?
Yeah, that'd be a good teaching on that, building relationships. That's quite true what you said. That people are fearful of rejection. They won't initiate a contact, and get it started. And you have to take action, to get it started, because it just won't come to you unless you take the action.
That is so true. And I was just explaining to Taylor that it's not, if you got results, it's not that it's a scam. People don't seem to understand you can't build a business by yourself. Let's take, for instance, an offline business. Okay, it takes the owner of the building, the renter the space. It takes the people that manufacture the furniture you got to put in there to have an office, and it takes a lot of things. And after you get it all in place, you now need workers. Every business needs workers. Without workers, you can't run your business. So in running a MLM business, your employees are your partners in business. And as we explain this Friday at 7, what I'm wanting to do is try to help people see the mindset change in what you're doing. I'm building a lifestyle, which means what I do is my business. You see? Do you get what I'm saying? And welcome, yeah. Kenneth. Welcome, Kenneth, to the hangout. I'm just now seeing that you're here. I don't know how long you've been here, but I'm grateful to have you on board today. Today was about loving ourselves and change, and what she was sharing in that teaching was, if you wasn't here for the reading, learning how to love yourself, changing you, and being grateful for you is going to change your world and the world around you. If you'd like to step out and say hello or have a comment, I'm not sure how much of the reading you were here for, but I'm gonna leave the floor for you for a minute. I'm not sure if Kenneth is having trouble unmuting himself or what, because you're muted right now. But I'll wrap up today's reading. I guess he's unable to speak right now. I'm not sure. But I am grateful to have you here, Kenneth, today. Me and Kenneth go back a long way. And I'm glad it's really nice to see us working together again. To summarize today's... Oh my God, Sam, did you send me your virus? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why I got this cough all of a sudden. I apologize for coughing, guys. Take a sip of my coffee to wet my throat. The magic practice number 27 was the magic mirror. So to summarize today's reading, you're going to, 1, count your blessings. You're going to make a list of 10 blessings. You're going to write why you're grateful. You're going to reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. The second thing you're going to do, each time you look at yourself in a mirror today, you're going to say thank you, and you're going to mean it more than you ever have before. If you're really brave while looking in the mirror, say 3 things you're grateful for about yourself. And the fourth thing is, you just before you go to sleep tonight, you're going to hold your magic rock in one hand. And you're going to say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day. That summarizes our 27th day. Tomorrow is the 28th day and our last day of our 28-day challenge. And the topic is remember the magic. So it's probably, I'm not sure, I'm trying to remember what. I can't remember the last book. That's crazy. But let me see. Oh, we're going to summarize the whole book into the last day. That's right. That's what she did. We're going to remember the magic in everything that we do. So tomorrow is the last day of our reading, and then I'm going to think about what we can do to close out our challenge and decide whether we're going to start a new challenge or continue with the one that we're on. If you've been doing this for the 27 days that we've been doing it, you should have 27 things that you're grateful for. 270 things that you're grateful for. I'm getting my numbers mixed up. That is an abundance of information for you to understand that you are living a life of gratitude. You found 270 reasons why you're grateful. And as you experience the experiences of those things you're grateful for, just know that you have more of it coming. And that just means that you're going to start living your best life now. With that said, I'm going to say that each and every one of you have a great day. Excuse me. And we're going to finish our hangout out with prayer for all entrepreneurs. I'm grateful for you. Yes, Sam.
Aren't we going to still going to do the interviews by marketingtelecenter.com?
Yes. I thought I mentioned that at the announcement tab.
So our plan is to,
I'd have left that out.
when we get an interview, we're going to broadcast it live from marketingtelecenter.com on TinyChat. Right?
Yes, correct.
And so I have put in a couple of listings waiting on approval with Rap Bank and Triple Clicks. Those 2 places right there get a lot of traffic. So we're hoping we're going to get some interviews from those 2 listings.
Now, which two listings are you saying?
Rap Bank and Triple Clicks. It's SFI, tripleclicks.com. I'm not got approved yet, but I don't see why they wouldn't approve it.
Okay.
But
now, are these like traffic exchanges or safe lists or something?
No, Rap Bank is a place where you can list your own product, and then they have a lot of people that they get a lot of traffic into the system. It's the same with Triple Clicks too. You can list your own product, and
okay.
They get a lot of traffic. See, Triple Clicks has over like 2 million members, and they get a lot of traffic from their members, as well as you get a URL when you sign up for the I forget what it's called, ECA program, where you can list all your products on Triple Clicks, and they get seen.
Mm.
Like a big store, you know, that everybody sells stuff in.
Oh, okay. Now this is where we can do services for other people.
Yeah, I've got listed the interview right now.
Okay.
Get the interview through triple clicks, and I'm looking forward to maybe getting some traffic from that, and publish it on YouTube.
Right. Right. Okay. That sounds good. Remind me too. I need to give you a list of questions to put on a page that once a person comes from PayPal, it redirects them to a list of questions that is emailed to us for the interview, or we can put it in a draft that we email to people that once they come on board for the interview, there's a list of questions that they can answer for us and give us a short bio to introduce them. So remind me to give you that information too. I just thought of that.
Okay.
That we need to have that in place as a redirect.
And you might remind everybody that what the links are to sign up for an interview. And
yeah, is that still onlinebiz1.com?
Yeah, I've got it mingled together with NetSpend on that. But I do mention the interview can be interviewed and use NetSpend to fund your business. I've got it kind of mingled together.
Okay.
And then, of course, Let's Chat Here is Conversations with Deborah. Let'sChatHere.com.
Yes.
OnlineBiz1.com, and we'll be doing our broadcasting on MarketingTeleCenter.com.
That's the one that I'm missing from my list. The MarketingTeleCenter.com.
That's where I'll send traffic. When we do the interview, I'll send a burst of traffic while the interview's going on, and like it does on Sunday morning, you know, with MandateProject.tv with Stan Jakowski.
Right.
When he comes on, I start sending a lot of traffic, and the people start coming in double digits, and they listen to Stan. So I can do the same for MarketingTeleCenter.com. And when we have someone doing an interview, they will get traffic. People will hear, and a lot of people will stop in and listen, and some people interact. So you could get a chance to interact with somebody if we do an interview for somebody that could interact and come up with video or audio or text.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you very much for reminding me of that information, because that was one link that I didn't have in the announcements. I had the Let's Chat Here in the Online Biz One, but that's the one. I knew it was one link, but I couldn't think of it. MarketingTeleCenter.com. That was not in our list of links that I put on the description, because my page got kind of scrambled through a mishap I did of spilling coffee on my keyboard. But when I was cleaning it off, it kind of messed up my page that I keep all my information on. And I was trying to put it back in order, and that's the one link that I lost. And that's MarketingTeleCenter.com.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one that's missing from about 3 or 4 days of in the description of about 3 or 4 days of our airing. I have to go back and add that link to those descriptions. With that said, I want to say, let's see, if Kenneth, are you free to say hello to everyone before we shut down?
Yeah, I was actually just on a phone call when you were on, inviting me into the call.
Oh, okay.
Just somebody doing, it'll be quite interesting actually when I tell you what they were talking to me about.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Yes. So
Well,
yeah, no, I'm just sitting here. There's glorious sunshine outside. The sky is absolutely clear. I don't have blinds on the room in this office, and the sun is coming directly into my face right at this minute.
oh, that sounds beautiful though.
If
You know,
I
when we
put
get
on,
sunny days like that, that's a good day.
you see me
Yes.
now,
Yeah, I
looking
see you.
looking healthy as ever.
Yes. How do you feel these days?
Um, I was feeling pretty crappy yesterday. I was really sort of not motivated to do very much yesterday. I'm working in about an hour, so I have to feel good now.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad that all of us are coming out of our slump. You're not alone. Sam
No,
caught a virus and had some respiratory problems, and I've just been depressed.
Hello, Ken. Good to hear you again.
yeah, hi Sam.
All the way from Scotland.
Yeah, yeah. But we're
We
gonna.
have a good, pretty day here today too. We have blue skies. Going to be about 70 degrees or more, and it's going to be a beautiful day.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're south of us, of me. Yeah. Look like all of us got this. We getting sun on all sides. We're in Ireland, here in Ohio, in North Carolina. That's great. That's great. Maybe this side of the planet is facing the sun. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me close down our hangout, and I'm looking forward to. Don't go nowhere because I want to talk to you guys once we finish this out.
Okay.
Okay. Let me go out with the prayer.
As I awaken with the gift of yet another day and prepare for the tasks at hand, I offer up this most ardent prayer. I pray for continued clarity of purpose, so that I may hold my vision steady and keep my focus on the needs and success of others, which in turn shall bring me my success. I pray for the wisdom to expect abundance in my life, that it surrounds me and is available for the taking, and to be shameless and unapologetic upon its receipt, for I deserve abundance. I pray for a cheerful countenance, be it clear or cloudy skies, and that I may radiate and infect others with my positive attitude. I pray for the trust of others, that they may recognize my sincerity and true intentions, so that we may move forward together. I pray for the strength to fend off adversity and use my desire and determination as both weapon and shield. I pray for the courage to carry forth my convictions during the battle of business, and to resist temptation to a quicker monetary result when such temptation compromises these things for which I stand. I pray that I may be used as a lightning rod to collect the amazing ideas already present in the universe, and when blessed with such inspiration, that I may be able to apply my talents and abilities to turn the power of thought into measurable advancement of my goals. I pray to retain my childhood wonder so that I may recognize and revel in the small miracles of each day that others may miss. I pray for an infinite supply of self-confidence, for it alone fortifies faith, strengthens my resolve, and conquers the largest enemy I will ever face, fear. I pray for a compassionate spirit and the patience to offer those who seek my advice and my help my full and undivided attention. I pray for good health and a feeling of well-being, and the continued desire to improve those areas of my physical life I may be neglecting in the name of my spiritual and entrepreneurial advancement. I pray that today is a day of excellence, and at its conclusion, I can acknowledge and be grateful for the forward motion I have made and the growth I have experienced. I pray most of all for the understanding and support of those closest to my heart, my family, that they will equate what may seem like endless hours of apparent preoccupation with affairs of business to what is at the very core of my being, that which drives me. For once I achieve what I have set out in its fullest, I will become that more complete being I strive to be. It is for these things I pray, for I am an entrepreneur.
Still broadcasting here, dude. Man.